what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Government Network, and today we're trying to install an organic mosquito system. This is called Moogo. It's a mosquito misting system. When I talked to the company, they sent us an email to try out their product, and I think what I was most concerned about was, is it a chemical? So they actually sent me a diagram of the oils or the oils that's used, and it's supposed to be an organic system. What I want you to do is, you can go to this installation video or just go to Moogo.com and you can look at this yourself. Look at the ingredients that's in the concentrate and you can verify for yourself. I've still been doing the research. All of the oils that I'm looking at are all natural oils that they actually use in their system, and I'll show you the concentrate later and how it works. What we're going to do now is we're going to try to install this. We actually used a small leveler, and basically Bells held it for me, or I held it, and we just put a leveler on this paper and then we mark these holes. So that's kind of what you want to do, just to make sure that it's level. Now, because we did a lot of work on the house, I still have all of these drills and stuff that I actually use to drill in our concrete inside. So I'm going to kind of do it like that. Next, I'm going to take out the system itself. It comes packed really well. And this is the Moogo system. You got your concentrate tanks, and this one here is kind of fills up with water from what I've seen on the video. Now on the back, you can see this is where your screws are going to go. And I think what I didn't check was inside of here, so that's probably where the screws are for me to put in the wall. I did go to...
There's the screw probably right there.
Yeah, it's probably right there. I did go to the installation videos this morning, but it didn't actually show me exactly where this stuff was, so it's my first time opening. And yes, it has the anchors, concrete screws. Oh, it does. Silicone pads. So inside your system is where these things are. So I can actually take that out. And that'll give me a better... Let me see if I can take those screws out and put these plastic. This is what I needed. And I was like, I'm just gonna have to get it another time. Today, we went up to 100 degrees. So you can see I'm kind of sweating.
Yep. It was 102 degrees today.
My hole is not big enough to put these in. But this is what I'm going to have to do. This is a 1564 drill bit that I'm using. I did one. Basically, this is the side where I broke the thing in, but you can see. Just looks there. Just open enough where I can get this in here. Straight in. Looks good. I'm going to try to just knock it in. I don't have a hammer out here. And you're not supposed to use a battery, because this can cause the battery to go into, if you know anything, it's called thermal runaway. Get a little brick off the ground, and basically I'm gonna tap this in.
I think it's good.
Yeah. All right. So that's in.
Slowly.
Yeah. The anchors are gonna take care of it. That's the only reason I don't like using screws that come from any manufacturer, because it's just like they don't hold, the heads don't hold up on these screws to me. Place 2 standard silicone pads on the top side and 2 thick silicone pads on the bottom. So it comes with 3, but all we're gonna do is, they said 2 standards on the top. So basically you just find a spot on the top and 2 thick pads at the bottom. So standards on the top, and they just go on real easy. Just stick on. And over time, the adhesion will even get better, especially being out here. So I'm gonna wipe this off. Put one down there. That off. And I like, so far they're just giving you extra just in case you lose one or damage one. Now I do have a way to get electric out here. When you're mounting these, you want to make sure somewhere where you can get water to it and electricity to it. So I'm looking through these holes that's at the back. I'm gonna put one on. The other one on.
Yeah, both of them in.
I can't get to this screw on this side though, so you gotta leave some space because you can't get to the screw once you put this on. There's no way to get to that screw that's back there. You could get to this screw up in here, but it's a latch, so it's still locked in. No problem. So now we have most of the work. Well, no. The easiest part is done. Mounting it, making sure it's flat and stable. We come to the bottom. We have, if you want to use the app, you're going to have to cut this off. Let me get something to cut that.
You got it though. This plane.
So as this comes off, I'm going to take off the rest of our packing under here. Now this here is, you don't have to mount this on the wall. You can actually just sit this on top of a table or on the ground. And that's what these are for. And antenna. So this is for if you want to use it for Wi-Fi. Me, I'm a manual guy, but if you want to use Wi-Fi, you want to use it on your phone, on the app, and you can turn it on from inside. Under here we got an outlet. We're going to use these to actually mount our system, and here we have an inlet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my inlet. This is just 1/4 vinyl tubing. Maybe the same thing what we use on
like irrigation.
Doing irrigation. But this is real simple. You open it up and you put it wherever you want to put it. I'm going to give mine a little bit of a line because I'm trying to see how far my tubing is from my water source. Maybe somewhere right there. And it's real simple. Put it on there, press the button. Next thing you want to do is get your pack back. Real simple. You push this in. Oh my gosh. Not like that, huh? Hope I didn't push the wrong thing out of here. 'Cause I don't think that goes like that. Okay, I don't know what I just did. Alright, so it's getting a little late. I actually got this back in here. And I got it back in as best I could. They had 2 washers in there, but I took one out. So, took one out. Gonna put it on the side. I'm gonna see if that one washer is gonna be good enough. And they also have, if it starts to leak and you can't get it to hold good pressure, there is some Teflon tape. That's what this tape is for, to actually wrap around here and get a better seal. So this is going to be our water coming into the system. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to the inlet on here. And it's only, you can see it's one inlet, but it's 2 outlets. So that way I can do an outlet both ways. But on the inlet, it only goes in one way. Same thing, you want to take this, you want to push this in all the way and try to pull it out. When it doesn't come out, then it's good. So you can see how it's not coming out. Now if you make a mistake and you need to take this out, that's what these are for. This little tool right here. Basically all you want to do is just put it on the front of here and push it in, and this will make it come out. So you want to push these little pieces inward. And I'll put it right back on. Alright. Same thing. If you want to get this off, you'll put this on here, push that in, and then you can pull the hose out. So we got the hose hooked up. We need to hook up some outlet hoses. They say you want to hook up your sprayers or your nozzles every 8 to 10 feet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some 9 feet pieces like this, and I'll show you. I'll cut from over here actually. I'm going to cut a lot of your 9 feet pieces, and basically this is how you get started. Just like irrigation, just about everything comes with it. So all I'm going to be doing is, you got T's, you got elbows, just like irrigation. So I might want to come off here and do me an elbow. You don't want to bend this. Do me an elbow up, get up to the roof. I'm going to do me an elbow that way, and that ought to hold us. So that's what you're going to see us doing. I'm going to do it real quick just to show you right here. Then I'm going to have to go measure out some more 9-foot pieces. And I'm just making sure that's square. I'm going to come down to an outlet. I'm going to push this in, make sure it sticks. Can't pull it out. I'm going to come right here. Same deal. No screwing in on these. All right, same deal. I'm going to come right here. Bam. I can't pull it out. If I want to pull it out and I make a mistake on the cut, wherever my little...
I think it's in your pocket.
It's right here.
Oh, right there.
Wherever my little tool is, I can just put this on, push this way, and pull it out. But this is a good cut for me right here. Then I'm going to have one going up. I think this is going to be enough to make it up there to the top too. With these black vinyl hoses, it's always best to, I'm just going to push down up in here, and it's properly seated. And basically I'm going to get up something up here. Once I get it up there, I'm going to adhere it or secure it to the top, and then I'm going to start running it that way. I'm going to do something and I'm going to run it that way. So give me a second. I've shown you basically how it goes. Once I get up there, I'll put another elbow like this, and I'm just gonna run it. And we got some screws and some wires to actually get us to hook them to the fascia board. These are the 1/4 clamps. I'll show you. These are the 1/4 clamps. And basically, you just open them up and put them on there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna screw this once I get it right. Kind of right where I want it. Right there. Then I'll come and I'll screw this here to this line. If you can open up one of those, let's say self-drilling screws on it. And these are the self-drilling screws I got in here now. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find where I want this at. A little bit more. Right here. Maybe good for me. Now you can hook this up on fence lines. It is said the maximum coverage for this is going to be 12 feet. So they don't guarantee coverage over 12 feet. I'm guessing the mist will have been died out by the time it got 12 feet. So I am putting this up high. This is about, I'm gonna say about 8 feet off the ground. Maybe a little bit more, about 8.5. So I got that in there. So we're just gonna continue this. Once you get everything going, first part getting it mounted, should get easier from that point. And basically the same way your hose go, you'll take this, you'll put your mister in here, push it in, and make sure you can't pull it out. And that's your setup for your misting system. And I'll put one on, let me see, on this side. Can't pull it out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna get me one cut on this side, and then I'll put the other piece on the other side. Or no, I'll leave a piece off this side. Going this way, we'll do 9 feet. So all I need is it's on the roof already, my little cutter. Now this is way easier. I'm going the hard route. This is way easier if you have a nice fenced in backyard, and then that's all you want to do is just put this around your fence, and you don't have to use a ladder or anything. I'm just putting this up here because this is kind of where the children kind of play at on this side. So this is good. I think this is about good. Yeah, I didn't even have to cut it. I'm gonna stick it straight on. Good. And I'm just gonna make sure it's angled that way. And we're gonna put some straps on it right here. And then I'll put another 9 feet piece. At the end of that, we're gonna just continue this build all the way. Looks real easy, you think? Roll it up. Look at that. Spraying right at me. Better spray some mosquitoes. So we're gonna try to see how much of this we can get put up going this way. Now if you had a fence line and you just wanted to go in one direction, then you would go under here. There's a plug that comes with this, and you would just use the one side. So you might wonder, you would plug this side. There's a plug in there to stick in there and stop this side, or you can use both sides, but there is a plug. Let me show you how that works. So it's a little stainless steel plug, and basically you just push it in there, and that side is plugged up. Whenever you want to take it out, you just push your little tool right up in there and push down on it, and then it will just come out. I think I want to do this one or two ways. Hook up all my line first, and then come and just pick it up off the ground, and as I go along, maybe I'll connect it to the roof, or just do them one line at a time. But I could just hook up a lot of holes and just stretch it out all the way down there and then put it up. But at the end, I'll be kind of off a little bit, but you just have to cut the line at that point. So here I will come up here, stick it in. And then I'll connect down there. Not a good ladder, but it's working.
Because his other ladder broke.
Oh.
Moss, they got a lot of them. Oh, shit.
Been soaking water.
He's fighting with us right now. Ooh, you got one.
Oh,
You got them?
yeah.
You had to fight.
I'll keep this with me. And I'm doing it the hard way. If I went on the other side and put it on that fence line, it'd be way easier. We'd be almost done.
Yeah.
I think one more to do it. So I'm gonna put on one more of these, and then we're gonna try to put some water on this system. We'll be right back, and I'll show you. I think I'm about halfway done. I'll show you the effects of it. Everything else will be just adding more line, more line. Won't be anything different. So let me get one. I'll show you how to do that. All right, so the last one, I actually got a little piece. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this piece to just cut off the system. I'm gonna show y'all how to do that. We're gonna put one on this side. Just try to eye it, because we gotta go around that corner anyway. And they sell, well, they have these, which are just zip ties. And what you can do with that zip tie is just kind of how we do all our irrigation systems. Just use this zip tie to crimp off your system wherever you end up stopping at. So with this, I'm going to stop today. I'm just going to crimp this off here, but you can always start back. Basically just take this off and keep going with your new piece. I'm going to put 2 on here just to be sure. They got a lot of them. So a lot of thunder up there, but no lightning yet, so I'm going to keep working. If I see lightning get too close, we'll have to stop again today. Probably went a little too long. I ring. Gonna get right on the corner. That's probably it for today. Looks like I'm a little too long. But the good thing, give me the cutter. I'm gonna use this piece. And this is where I want it. Right here. Is that lightning or is
I think it's lightning.
Anyway, so I'm gonna get down because I think I just saw lightning. But we got it up here and I just ended it right here, just with a little zip tie. Get off this ladder if it's lightning. What we'll do is, hey, we have to wait till the lightning and thunder pass. But our next part, we're gonna put some water on this thing, show you how it works, and then we'll show you the solution that they actually sell to go with this product. All right, so after being run in by the lightning, we're back out again to finish this video, show you all how it works. I actually had put the panel on before I showed you all how, but it's just one of those snap-in panels where you pick up on it and you can pull it out. You can see on the inside, it's just the little ribs that go in right here and kind of hangs on. The first thing we're gonna do is
And that's glass, right?
Yeah, that's glass.
Glass.
So I don't want to step on that by any means. Have it off to the side. It comes packed inside of some corrugated cardboard. I'm gonna go put my water on, and then I'm gonna come over here and we're gonna plug this up, and then we'll go through the process of watching the water fill in here. And then they always say it, well, what they say in the instructions and online is you want to fill this first with just water to test it, test your system out before you add the concentrate. So we're going to show you the concentrate, but we're going to fill it with water first to see how it works. And you can see here it's low and it shows when it's full and when it's not. So let me go turn the water on. All right, so I do have the water on now, but we don't see anything flowing. So that tells me this controls the water and everything. I got some water here to actually put inside of the concentrate container, but this is what Moogo sells. And you can see how they got the mix ratio 109 to 1. So this is a heavy mix. If you look on the back, active ingredients is sodium lauryl sulfate, soybean oil, corn oil, water, and soap. So you can look at those things and see if they're actually organic like they say, but it's supposed to be an organic solution that's safe around humans, pets, flowers, plants. All right. So they're asking, do I want to pair it? I just want to use it regularly without the Wi-Fi. Those people just want to have something that they can come on and press. So it says offline confirmation. So I told them I didn't want to use the online thing. I didn't want to pair it now. I want to do that later. It says use the app for more features. Sure about using offline mode. Then you're going to press OK or not. So I'm going to say, yeah, I'm sure. I want to use it offline. Set 3 parameters first. And it wants me to say what we in, May?
That's 2023, so you gotta go back.
Well, I want to do this, see if it's going to do the month. I don't think it's going to make me go all the way up. Think if I go all the way up? Because it ain't going to go backwards.
Go to 2024.
No, it ain't going to change. Just do a month first. So we in May. Now it asks what I want to do as far as the mix. I'm going to go with the 109. Spray duration, it asks like how long you want to spray it. I'm going to say 60 seconds. 1 minute. Oh, hold on. Let me go ahead. Just for now. Well, let's go. Let me up them just in case. Because it's just going to be water. So I'm going to put it on 100 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and add the water first. And there's a little port up here. Or you can just put it inside. So this will be the same as me adding the concentrate. I'm gonna see, maybe I gotta fill it with water first. To get it to get the air out the line.
Oh, look at that.
Shooting out this way, you can see it. Getting good coverage.
Wow.
What I would like to do is finish this kind of all around the house. You can, if you had a fence, it'll be even better. If you had a fence surrounding your house, like most neighborhoods, where you would have this on the fence line. You can have something like this. You can see this mix. You can have some on the fence line. You can have some on the house. Here we don't have a fence, so I thought the best place for me possibly to put it was around the eaves of the whole house. And I probably got about another half a house to do. So this is this side. We've actually finished. This is just water. I wanted to do some more research. I was looking into the oils, just making sure it was safe for my plants. We don't really have any plants around the house that we eat, like edible plants. Most of our edibles are out in the yard. If you turn around, best for the show them. It's way over there. But we sit around the house. We sit in front of the door. We hang out on the inside of the carport. Those are places that we want to have this, where we can have it on the schedule. Spray. I wouldn't be out in any kind of oils, any kind of thing anyway, but you can spray. I would put it on the spray schedule. I'm thinking about maybe 60 seconds an hour or something, and kind of see how that works to see if the bugs stop biting us. So let's go on back up to here. What I would like to do now is fill it with some concentrate.
Let's see.
So you can see kind of it doesn't use much. The concentrate is there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it out and just lift this up. And this is just a water tray.
It's easy to take and clean it up and everything.
So, and they do have holes on the bottom. If you wasted it, it will go out. So I want to put the concentrate in here.
So that's a concentrate.
And you can see this comes with that mix ratio, 109 to 1. So that's why we set it in here as well, to the 109 to 1 while we're pouring it. So we'll start off pouring it. Just like that.
It's going in there.
And eventually, as it starts to suck, I believe it's going to suck some of that concentrate over to the dilution side.
No waste. Good job.
Yeah, we'll take more. So that's
The double things all the
64
way
ounces.
to almost to full.
Yeah. 3/4 of the way. So let's start trying it again, and then we're gonna see if we can smell some of the concentrate or start to see some of the concentrate kind of move over.
That thing is going up because of the wind.
Yeah, it's real windy out here. But it's gonna start, the wind stops, it's gonna come down.
That's good though, and got no smell to it.
Well, it gotta work through the system, because it's been just water now. So as it works, runs that out, and then it'll start bringing more in.
Oh yeah,
That's manual. That's the beauty of manual. I think if it was on, oh, you can see the concentrate is going in now. That's why it's looking soapy. Before it was all water, so now it's pulling in that 190 to 1, 109 to 1 mix ratio of that concentrate now. That's why you can tell.
that
Before it was all water. It was just clear, clear, clear. Now it's going to pull in a full mix of the repellent spray.
No, you gotta get out the way. That's a good one.
And I wonder, could you kind of mix in
No, what's that?
some of your own peppermint oil, like a couple of drops of essential oil? I don't know. I'm just wondering. They're probably going to warn against that in the manual. I'm just wondering, could you?
All right.
Real windy day. But you can imagine if it was a little lower. Usually it's on the fence line, and you can do all of this stuff way easier than what I just showed you. I just showed you like the most difficult way to install this. It was really easy. Doesn't take long once you just start snapping pieces together.
No smell, guys.
No smell?
No smell. I guess because of the wind blowing it, but for me it's
They
no.
just look like the same stuff be coming out the mosquito truck.
Probably so.
I'm sure they got chemicals.
Chemicals on that one, cause
So I'm gonna walk out of it still and all. I have bad allergies. I don't want to be in that mist because I don't know. Even though it's organic, even though it's fully organic.
Look at
Look
that.
to the front. Wow.
woo-hoo.
Even though it's fully organic, I don't want to breathe it in. I don't want to breathe in any kind of mist.
Yeah.
Really. So let me take this and show you the final product. We want to take this moment to thank the Moogo company for investing in our family, helping us stay outside longer. That's what this one's going to be about.
Yes.
Not getting ran inside because these bugs are destroying us. So all we got to do now is find a better electrical. No leaks anymore.
Yeah.
Since we figured out what was going on. I'm glad that happened to us. So if it would happen to you, you would know exactly what to do. These things always happen to us on these videos.
Yeah.
The worst always happens to us, and we got to work our way through it. So this is the review besides us finding, if this was under your carport, it would be better for you to put this under your carport somewhere where you already have
Protection.
Electrical socket that you can plug it in. Us, we'll have to manually, we would have to bring a extension cord out or figure out a way to go through our wall and tape around or get an electrician to put us a box right under here from inside. Don't know what we're gonna do now, but that'll be in a future video. I think we've done everything.
Yes, we did.
I think we've done everything. We've shown everything. The link is in the description. That's going to be throughout the video, so you're going to know that. Check out the Moogo company. Wow, we got some. Our house is going to be looking like something. It looks like technology is taking over. So, like I say, so right now, you would want. I showed you on the instruction manual. You would want to set this up on your Wi-Fi where you can get the app, where you can do this from inside. Press the button, it sprays while you're inside, you don't have to come out here. If you go the manual route, you have to come out every day and come out and press the button. Most people don't want to do that. I don't mind the manual route, but it's one more thing for me to do when I can just set it up on my app on a schedule and it can do it for you. So all of that is in the instruction manual, is on the website, the Moogo website. All of the questions you have, and they have a customer service. Any questions you have with this product, they'll be there to assist you. Thank y'all for watching the Go From Network. Thanks to the Moogo company for investing in us. Of course, like I said, so it can be outside a little bit longer. And thanks to my beautiful bells for being my camera girl. We're gonna see y'all on the next one. And as always, grow, grow, grow. All right, so first off, let me show you all what's in the box. Gonna open up some of this. This is how it comes packed. Basically, it has an accessory list. Basically, this is how it comes packed. You can see the accessory list. Don't know what it is. Then you can see it here. Everything that's on this list is listed here. Nozzles, screws. And this is the one that the paper came off. It's right here as well. Very good. You can see, so everything is really nicely labeled to start with. That's the first thing. So let's go to the machine itself. This is how it comes by. So that box actually is packed right here in this hole. So it's a tight fit. And then you have your instructions are going to be in this box. It's in the bigger box. And this is the machine. And this is that card you're going to need to do your screws. But yeah, it's looking like a tank, so let's go ahead on and get it out of the box, find us a place to set it up. I'm gonna show you how it looks.